before I get into this video, me and my girlfriend went kayaking, and she wanted to take her phone out on the kayak, this pink thing right here. She wanted to take her phone out there, and I was like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? It's going to fall in the water. If you tip the thing over, you're going to lose your phone, basically. And so I was waterproof. I'm like, all right, well, whatever, cool, no problem. So, anyway, so I put my phone on my lap in between my shorts and my underwear, and went to go get out of the kayak after I got my footage and everything, which I'll share. I went to get out of my kayak, and just about the time I was standing up, I was like, oh shit, my phone's down there. And as soon as I looked down, my phone slipped into the water. And luckily, obviously it still works. But the camera app is messed up, so I don't have a forward-facing camera right now. I know I can download the app, but I'll get into that later. Point of today's video. So, if you're on the Facebook page, I posted a picture of a wheel up, and you're gonna find out what I did. So, a long time ago, there was this car sitting at the shop, and I guess the guy that had left it or something like that. I won't get into the great details, but it sat there. I wanted to buy the entire car, but they weren't wanting to sell it yet, etc., etc., etc. So time goes by. I'm pretty sure about 5-6 years or so. Scrolling through the marketplace, and I see this car, and I'm like, damn, that looks like the car that I looked at a long time ago. I was like, what in the world? So I'm like, man, let me message the guy. So the guy I knew works at the shop. He's like, man, someone's coming to pick it up in the morning. Fuck. So I was like, well, shit. All right, well, I tried. No problem. Well, calls me the next day. Hey, man, you want his Eclipse? Guy never came and got it. Damn right I want that Eclipse. So, went up, looked at it, put money down on it, and bought it. So one of, some people have aspirations and dream cars of like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Not me. I was the first Fast and Furious. I've watched it probably over 2 million times. Like, a lot of us have. And that Eclipse on there is just, it's the first. No, it's not the first car you see in the movie. It was the first car you see Brian O'Connor driving, Paul Walker. And ever since then, I've been, I drove a first gen and fell in love with the turbo and the way it felt and everything. So I had to have one. I don't like the first gen, the second gen, or anything after that I don't really like. But let's go take a look at this thing. Let's just take a look at it here. It needs work, obviously, but man, it's groundbreaking. It's gonna be fun as all hell. Yep, here she is. I'm gonna get in the grave. Like, I won't show too much because I cleaned it yesterday. But this is about it. It has damage. It got vandalized at some point in time. Right now we're waiting on the guy to come cut a key for it so I can have a key and all that good stuff. UPS man, here, so we're gonna wait for a second. Okay, I'm back. I was waiting for a locksmith. But I don't know how much I told you on the previous video, but yeah. So I bought the car, super cheap. Car runs, supposedly has a slight knock to it. I had to get keys made to it because the car was vandalized and a couple kids took the key and whatnot. Whatever, no big deal. It's not a transponder key that I know of, so the key, hopefully it's. I was told it wasn't a chip key, so I guess when I go to start it, hopefully there's no key symbol. We're waiting on that. I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that, but we should be all right. I called the dealership and they were like, yeah, it's not a transponder key. There's nothing that says that it will have a security system on it. The other place tried to charge me $300 and say it was. I'm not going to say that place. I am going to rep Make a Key. I'll include their phone number below the video because I can't remember off the top of my. Actually, I do have it. If you guys need lock services for your vehicle on the mobile, 919-562-6800. That's Make a Key. They were the third people I called after the dealership. And he was like, yeah, man, like, doesn't say anything, should be all right. And their prices are gonna be different for everybody. So they charged me super cheap, and the guy made me 2 keys. So big shout out to him. Made sure I took care of him. Make a key if you need anything automotive, keys cut, anything like that. Give them a call. They got really good prices and will come to you, and they are true to their word. The guy said anywhere from 2 to 4, and he showed up at 3:30, which, you know, you gotta have a buffer zone. Everybody needs a buffer zone. So he did a great job. He cut me 2 keys. Thank you so much. Big shout out to them. If you need anything to make a key, I just said the phone number. I'll include the phone number below the video. Back to the car. So looks like it has brand newish wheels. Had a slight knock. Trans feels good as far as shift input goes, just sitting in it without running. And there was the only thing, like, I had to pull the intercooler off to get it to go up on a ramp, and there was water pouring out of the intercooler. So I checked the oil. There's no water in there. I pulled the oil cap. There's no rust. I didn't see. I pulled a plug, and there's no rust on the plugs at all. So there's nothing that should support there being any water in the actual engine itself. It does not look like that is the case. It's coolant. The oil looks like oil. So all I can assume is it maybe rained or the water got high out there and it just got water in the intercooler somehow and it just poured out. Don't know. But we made sure I got all the water out and had it dried off, and everything's been sitting overnight and the intercooler's been sitting out. So there should be no water in there. I want to make sure there's no water in the charge pipes or anything like that before I go to start it, and then we'll see. Hopefully it fires, it starts, and we'll at least be able to drive it to the back. And what we're going to do there is we're going to assess. We need to figure out how bad the knock is. If it's like a light little knock, I'll probably have to pull the motor, probably go and pull the oil pan and take a look at the all the bearing caps, main bearing caps, and the rod bearing caps, and we're gonna look for heat signature. We're gonna move the caps upside down and see if we can't, not upside down, but you know what I mean. We're gonna try and get a hold of the rod or the cap or something to see if something's come loose. So maybe if caps come loose or a rod bearing has actually started spinning or spun. And if that's the case and it's not too bad, we can probably just pull the crank out. If I were to get a block, I would probably re-ring it anyway and re-hone it. So if it goes to that standpoint, we'll pull, all the rods, all the pistons out, re-ring the pistons, clean the cylinder walls, and grind the crank or find a used crank and a new rod, obviously. Just find a new rod and piston. The motor's going to be built eventually, but right now I just want to hear it spooling. It has a Garrett T25 turbo. So it's a little snail, but it's sizable. But that's all we got to do. We got to see what it does after we try and start it if it'll fire. The battery in the Volkswagen has the same terminal size as the one in the Mitsubishi. So what we got to do is we got to get a terminal and put the terminal on the car, and we should be ready to see if there's something to turn over. So I'll be right back. I'm going to store, get a terminal, and I might wait until tomorrow to actually see if the car will start. I got work tonight, so I might just go get a terminal and then go ahead and head to work and see, maybe attempt to start it tomorrow. I gotta make sure it has fuel in it, and all that good stuff. The fuel cap's jacked up, so we're gonna go buy a fuel cap, terminal. I need to go buy a battery for it, but I want to make sure it's going to start and run and see how bad everything is first, because I want to buy a battery, and I'll probably just wait to buy a battery until we figure the motor thing out. But anyway, big shout out to Make a Key. Thank you guys for coming out and getting me 2 copies and getting everything straight. I really do appreciate it on the fly. It's nice to have reliable people, because some people are not reliable. Some people are outrageously priced. I'm not going to say who it was, but damn it, boy. Thank you guys so much. And that's the update for today, and I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. We'll see you. Freaking awesome Lake Jordan out here. Doing a little bit of yakking. We ain't talking about talking. We're talking about chilling, kayaking. Yes, this is a pink kayak I got from my girlfriend, and no, she doesn't like it. Look at this. It's so pretty out here.